Hey, I'm Larry with Under the Bridge Flies, and I'm going to tie an oil slick buzzer. A lot of people seem to like these, so we're going to show you how to tie one. This is basically for Rick, so anyway, we got a Daiichi number 16, 1120 scud hook. And we're going to put on a black bead on here. If I can hit the hole, if I can hit the hole, we're going to put a black bead on here. Alright, so now we want to turn our hook around and push that bead back a little bit. We're going to use black. Probably. Could be. Well, won't be using no more of those beads in the near future. Anyway, so we're going to try some black unithread in an 8/0. And get this threaded through. Alrighty, so you're going to start at the back of behind the eye of the hook here, and make sure you get that thing pointing up a little bit. And you're just going to use a very, very few wraps just to get that going, alright? Just enough to hold it in place, and as soon as I locate my scissors, then we'll clip that off. Alright, next thing we're going to use is a para-post. You can use a floss, para-post, whatever you want. I like the para-post look on it myself. And basically you're going to cut off about 1 inch of para-post. And what you're going to have is this left, and you don't want all that. You want to kind of divide that in half, and then give a little twist so you get a good connection. And then you're going to set that up there straight across and throw a couple wraps around it, and then turn it, and you're going to do a couple figure eights just to hold it down, and then pull it up and get that moving forward there. And we're going to get a couple behind it to make it move forward a little more. Now, you want to have a little bit of space between your bead and your para-post. As you can see, those are pretty tight. So we're going to build up a little dam here and just make you only need about a 1/16, just enough to tie in the rest of your stuff. And if you can see that, I mean, that's more than enough there. Alright, now just bring your string back there behind your bead, and we're going to run it down a little bit. Now the next thing you're going to put in is a piece of red small metallic wire. This is a UTC wire, and we're just going to run that down the side of the hook. Keep it hidden. There's a couple different ways to do this, and I found that this way you get a better showing of the wire. Next thing we're going to put in is a piece of Mirage, again UTC, and this is a medium, and we're just going to clip off a little 4 6-inch piece there. You want plenty to work with. And we're going to tie that in. Run our thread all the way back. Now the next thing you want to do is these chromos have a tapered body on them, so you want to kind of build up your body with some thread. Go, all the way up and then bring it back about halfway, and then go back up and bring it back about a quarter way, and you get the gist of it by now, I'm sure. Anyway, and then you want to hold that in place, and looks like we caught our thread there. Oh well. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap the mirage, and you want to hold on to this tight. That's why I always do extra, because it gives me a better, I can hold it pretty tight. And you want to just kind of weave that up, overlapping about a quarter to a half, but just keep going up with that. Oops. Just said, keep it fairly tight. And if you need to, put some hackle pliers on that to help hold it. Once you get it up there, just go ahead and capture it and snip off your extra. Next thing you're going to do is run your wire up, and you're going to run your wire opposite whatever way you spun your mirage. You always want to go opposite with your wire, and that goes for pretty much any fly. If you're using yarn or feather or whatever it is, peacock herl, always go opposite of whatever you run your first material. That just gives it a better hold on it, and your fly lasts a lot longer. And I shouldn't tell you this because that's, kind of job security if your fly doesn't last that long. But then again, you can go pretty much any place on eBay and get junk flies that's only going to last a throw or two. So, all right, now that we got that going on, we're just going to lick our fingers a little bit. We want to get this all pushed forward so it ain't in our way. Now the next thing we're going to put in, and you can use goose biots for this if you wanted to. Red goose biots works rather well. I personally am going to use a couple strands of a crystal flash. And basically I want to get a nice and we're just going to tie that in to one side to where when we pull it over, it'll be running along the side of that. And we can just go ahead and pull that across and capture that. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. If you just go straight across with your crystal flash, get it tied in there, and then just grab a hold of it from the back, and you should have a nice little red strip going down the side of that. The more crystal flash you use, of course, the bigger your strip's going to be. Anyway, so snip that off there. And the next thing I want to use, you can use blue, purple, orange, if you want a nice hot spot on this or whatever. The colors are pretty much up to you, but I'm using a piece of strung schlappen, and this is a purple, and we're just going to tie that in the back there, get our thread removed up front, and we're just going to pull that up over the top and secure that down. Give it a little snug tie there and snip that off. Alright, so that's done, and that's done. So move your thread back up front. Get a couple wraps around that to keep that up forward. And then we're just going to go ahead and whip finish this. We're just going to go ahead and whip finish this. Wow, talk about not cooperating. We're just going to go ahead and whip finish this. I wish I knew how to do the editing. Edit out all the mistakes. That's alright. We're not all perfect. Get rid of that thread. Now you want to take this here and you're going to cut it just, I mean, you don't want a lot sticking up there, so you just want a little 1/8 1/4 inch, sticking out there. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is add some, I used Loon UV Clear Finish Thin. I really like this stuff. I just got it, but we're going to add a nice, all the way down there. Bring that up. Keep it out of your hair on the end. And we're just going to kind of move that around a little bit, and then take our little UV light and zap that a couple times. Good time to get a drink of coffee if you need one. And as you can see, that's made quite a nice little smooth finish there. But that's pretty much it. That's the oil slick and fairly easy tie for all you guys wanting to make some of these. These have become pretty popular lately on my Facebook page. Quite a few people want some of these. So anyway, fairly easy tie if you're tying. If you don't feel like tying it, by all means get a hold of me. I would love to tie some for you, and we'll get you fishing with them. This would be a definitely good fish catcher, that's for sure. Anyway, appreciate you watching the video. Hope you continue watching them. Thanks. Have a great day.